here, you know that I feel the same way. That's a very few number. Man, the passion, energy from our fan base. I've been in a lot of competitive arenas as a player and as a coach. There was nothing better that I've ever been in than what happened on Saturday night.
Welcome to the Talkin Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley, and today I just wanted to take a little bit of time, talk about this NCAA investigation, the investigation that has been dragging on for over a year now, because it does appear that Tennessee is going to self-impose some type of penalty. Obviously, going back to the bowl game, Tennessee elected not to self-impose a bowl ban, which I don't blame them for, and that's something we're going to talk about today is what is fair when it comes to the NCAA, when it comes to these penalties and these investigations and the way this thing has been dragging on for over a year. It's already impacted recruiting, but now it appears that Tennessee is going to self-impose a scholarship reduction for 2022. So it will continue to impact recruiting, but we'll get into that. As always, do me a favor, go ahead and smash that like button just below the video. If you would so kindly press that thumbs up, helps the channel and the analytics. You guys know that by now. So if you enjoy what we do here, hit that thumbs up. Also, if you're new, welcome. Make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop new content. We are going live. That's right. First football live stream since the bowl game, Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. We have got a special interview with the Spire Sports Group, going to be talking about NIL deals and how they are here to help this Tennessee football team. So hope you'll join us for that. Should be a good time. But let's get into it. Let's talk a little bit about this NCAA investigation. I'm going to take a look at an article here from the Tennessean written by Blake Topmeyer. This is a really, really good article. It says here, more lenient NCAA would benefit everyone except coaches. We're going to get into it and talk about it. But again, as I was saying, all signs indicate Tennessee is going to self-impose a scholarship reduction. Now, typically, you know, that's something that you would see maybe at 5 scholarships, maybe going from 85 to 80 for a couple of years. But reading between the lines over at VolQuest, when you see what Brent Hubbs and Austin Price are saying about it, it sounds like Tennessee wants to get this thing out of the way now. They want to go ahead and do 10 scholarships. We'll see if that's the case. They may do 5 and 5, 2 years, but it sounds like they may go 10 scholarship reduction for 2022, and that could be why when we follow the transfer portal, I really, truly believe Tennessee would be more active. They are pursuing some guys. They're being selective. You know, they've only added one at this point in Isaiah Nair, and it's continuing to play out. A lot of people out there say, hey, he took a visit to Ole Miss. Boogie, why did he take that visit if he is locked into Tennessee? Well, a lot of that could be NIL. We'll see. I still feel good about it. Austin Price and Brent Hubbs say they feel good about it. That's enough to reassure me. But where are the defensive transfers? Why is Tennessee being so selective? And again, that's when you read between the lines with the scholarship reduction. But don't panic. We don't need to panic yet. There are going to be more guys transfer out, maybe even before spring practice, definitely after spring practice. But when you go back to last year, and a lot of people say, oh, nobody's gonna, you know, contribute to this football team if they're added late in the game. Let's take a look at who came in, who transferred in last year. In February, Joe Milton transferred in. Then you move forward, not a lot of activity. Late March, Juwan Mitchell transfers in. And that's a guy I'm excited about in 2022. Don't feel like he really got a fair chance. He never really got off the ground at Tennessee due to the injury. I'm excited to see what he can do. In April, Tennessee added William Mohan, Javonte Payton, Caleb Tremblay. And then on May the 5th, they added DeJoun Terry. May the 6th, they added Brandon Turnage, Kamal Haddon. So we got to let this thing play out. There are going to be some guys that come in throughout the summer that are going to contribute to this team. But let's get back to the topic at hand, the NCAA investigation. Is it fair? Again, Tennessee elects not to self-impose a bowl ban. Nobody left on this team was involved with what went on with Jeremy Pruitt. Allegedly, the guys with the McDonald's cash bags are gone. They transferred out. So why penalize kids on this team? And that's where the article here with Blake Topmeyer goes. A really good article. It says here, if college football coaches weren't paid so handsomely, I'd almost be at the point of feeling a tad sorry for them. He says coaches enjoy a shrinking grace period before they're faced with demanding expectations. Well, that happens when you're paying these guys millions of dollars. Expectations are going to be high. He says as coaches' buyouts increase, so do contracted for cause firing provisions, giving universities with more loopholes to avoid paying severance to losing coaches. Also, NCAA transfer rules now allow players to move among schools more freely, making roster retention a chore. It says now a movement is afoot among athletic directors and administrators to alter NCAA rules enforcement so that the harshest punishment from NCAA infractions cases is placed on the shoulders of the cheaters, coaches, or support staffers, usually while protecting the athletic programs that benefited from the cheating. I like this movement. I like this direction. Why, if Tennessee, Jeremy Pruitt, his coaching staff, his recruiting office, if they are the ones involved and they have been cleared out, Tennessee cleaned house, everybody's gone, new athletic director, new administration, I think they even replaced the janitors in that recruiting office. Everybody is gone. Players are gone. Coaches are gone. So why do these kids, why does this new coaching staff, why do they have to pay for the sins of the previous administration? Goes on to say the NCAA at its convention this week in Indianapolis is expected to adopt a new constitution that would encourage protection from sanctions that punish athletes who are innocent of infractions. That would reduce the likelihood of postseason bans as penalties, which are the penalties ADs and administrators often dread the most. And again, that goes back to Tennessee electing to play, not self-impose a bowl ban. Why blame the kids that weren't involved? It says additionally, LED1, an association that represents all 130 FBS ADs, has petitioned the NCAA Board of Directors to change its infractions approach so that the schools that cooperate with NCAA investigations would enjoy stronger protections. It says penalties levied from the Committee on Infractions should be more narrowly tailored, targeting bad actors rather than punishing innocent student athletes never involved in the egregious conduct. It says penalties such as scholarship reductions, financial aid penalties, postseason bans, and elimination of records undermine our mission. So based on that quote, and we're reading between the lines. We're looking at the numbers game that Josh Heupel is playing, being very selective. At the minimum, I think it's going to be a 5 scholarship reduction this year. Why do anything? Hit that comment section. Let me know. Should Tennessee do anything at this point, or should they just move forward, business as usual, no scholarship reduction, no postseason bans? The fat has been cut. Jeremy Pruitt's gone. Let's move forward and ignore this NCAA investigation. And for that matter, will the NCAA even exist 2 years from now? The article here from Blake Topmeyer says, on the surface, that sounds fair. NCAA infractions cases proceed at a glacial speed. By the time the sanctions are levied, the offenders often have been fired or moved on. Meaning postseason bans usually affect coaches and athletes who weren't around when the infractions occurred. So what is the point? What is the point? It says, here's what's left unsaid. The proposal doesn't just protect athletes. The organization's recommendations also protect ADs and administrators who should be responsible for monitoring their coaches' conduct. I don't disagree with that. Philip Fulmer's gone. Danny White's here. It says their self-serving recommendations would allow universities that employ rule breakers to steer clear of the stiffest penalties as long as they throw overboard the bad actors. In other words, gather evidence that a losing coach cheats, fire that coach, and start over. That sounds familiar, Blake. It sounds very familiar. Would Jeremy Pruitt have been fired if he was winning? The answer is no. We all know the answer is no. We wouldn't be in this mess if Jeremy Pruitt didn't win 3 games his last season. It says less pressure on ADs and universities to get it right the first time and to uphold guardrails against cheating in the first place. If the harshest penalties fall on the shoulders of bad actors, and if universities gain protections against postseason ban, what prevents universities from replacing one cheating coach with another? A lot of good information in that article. Again, Blake Topmeyer to thank for that. But it just leads to the discussion of this scholarship reduction that seems to be on the way for Tennessee. 5 in 1 year, 10 in 2 years, 10 in 1 year. What are they going to do? But again, the question I ask you guys to hit that comment section with is, should Tennessee do anything at all? If you have not done so yet, please smash that thumbs up on the way out the door. Also, go check out the official merchandise of the Talkin' Vols Network. The link is in the description below. Bonfire.com/store/Talkin' Vols. Any and all support greatly appreciated. Going to wrap it up for this one. Hope to see you guys Friday night for Talkin' Vols Live. This is the Talkin' Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.
The songs how like me, poets and